Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective oracle for today. Oh boy, June 4th, 2024. It is Tuesday. We're going to use the Cosmic Timing Oracle, Blinded by Love for clarification, Sensual Rebel for any type of sexual romantic clarification, okay, if I feel the need. And then Twisted Oracle. I'm covering up the bottom because it doesn't matter. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube. Totally up to you. Do what's best for you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits and some of it doesn't, leave what doesn't fit on the table for someone else. I think that's it. I think that's my spiel. I hope everybody had a good Tuesday. I had a good Tuesday. I was packing, so it was hot as heck. I'm afraid to take my hair down because I feel like it's probably like all nasty and icky in there. Okie doke. They did ask me to come in tomorrow, so I'm going in tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Just for a little bit, though. It's funny because, like, we're busy, but we're not busy. We're busy, we're not busy. It's kind of like that other reading we had last week. Okay, hold on. I dropped a whole floof of cards here. Do one more shuffle. Maybe we'll do another shuffle just in case, because I really thought something was gonna pop out there. I like slammed on the table, like you are taking these. Hey, we had that card yesterday. Okay. I don't know what it is about this. It's not part of the read. I mean, technically it could be, but it's not part of the read. But it always makes me hungry. I'm just saying. It always makes me want a banana with like maybe some vanilla ice cream or something. Alright, I'm going to keep that for like a little reference. Thirteen cards on the table. Left you hanging? Options. Wish. Workplace affair. We're going to talk about this card too because I have thoughts on that card. Praying. Twin flames. Living in the moment. reckless sex, not happy, karmic lesson, shocking news, ashamed, and ashamed was bottom of the deck. Self-love was bottom of the deck, okay? And the reason why I pulled that is because really there was only one card on this table that was in reference to you. Everything else is someone else. I'm assuming. Or this could be you. You can take how that resonates. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. You know who you are in your story. Always be honest about who you are in your story. Okay. So here's the deal. Someone left you hanging, okay? Someone that had options. I'm kind of sad that they don't have like men, like two men and two women on here, because, I mean, it just makes sense to me. But whatever. Whatever. Okay. The funny thing is I feel like whoever you are, you had options too. I feel like whoever this because I'm definitely getting romantic here, okay? Like a lover, friends with benefits, casual, something. You may have been in a relationship, long term, short term. But I'm definitely getting a sexual relationship here. And I feel like I feel like this person had options. I feel like this person took part in those options, whether they were with you or not. I feel like you had options as well, but didn't, because you actually liked this person. I'm not going to say love, because it's not really on the table. You can take that as it resonates. I think it depends on how long you were together and your personal nature, honestly. Because I feel like for me personally, it takes a lot for me to fall in love with someone. And I've told you guys before, I was in a friends with benefits. I didn't love that person. The guy I was with last year for like 4 or 5 months-ish, I wasn't in love with him. Like, that wasn't any great loss. I mean, don't get me wrong, I overall he was a nice guy, obviously, but it wasn't going to work out. We wanted different things. I wanted more, he did not. So I moved on. Cut the cord, moved on. So I feel like this person, this is going to be a couple of things with this card. I feel like this person had a wish for someone, right? Someone to complete them, someone, I wouldn't say to guide them, but like somebody, like, like when I'm, kind of like, and I'm just going to use this as an example, because again, it doesn't matter, male, female, doesn't matter. But like as a little girl, you kind of like look to God and you say like, who's going to be my forever person? Like, who am I going to fall in love with and get married and have kids and have the white picket fence, right? So I'm kind of getting that with this person. And it doesn't matter, male, female. I'm sure men have the same thoughts, I feel like they wished for you, okay? They were wishing for someone, they got you. But I feel like I feel like as it often happens, they got you and then they also got a bunch of other options. And I feel like it's a matter of, oh, okay, so which one was the one that I asked for that I really wanted? Which one is the one that I'm supposed to be with? And I'm not even necessarily getting like you were the first one to come along. Like, there could have been option one, option number two. You could have been option number three. Someone else could have been option number four. Just saying. Just saying. I also think that they were kind of wishing for options, okay? Um, Before you two met, this person could have been in a relationship with someone else, possibly, and got out of that relationship by whatever means, and then just decided, like, okay, like, send me a bunch of options on the perfect mate so I can choose one, okay? Um, yeah. I also feel, too, like, you could have had the same thought. Like, maybe you had gotten out of a past relationship and you were looking for someone else, and you had, had like a laundry list of what you were looking for in a significant other, and you put that out into the atmosphere, out into the universe, said, bring me my perfect mate. I think when the two of you got together, you realized, like, oh, I think this is the one. Like, we get along great, we have great chemistry, all that jazz. Like, I think this is the one. I think this other person was like, yeah, they're great, but what about number two? Or what about number five? Or, uh, not necessarily, definitely that they couldn't make up their mind, but really just because they were presented with so many options. And whereas, like, you might have been presented with options and you recognized fairly quickly, intuitively, which person you were supposed to be with, this other person either doesn't have that ability, or they block it, or they don't listen to it, okay? Because it's almost like you recognize right away, like, okay, this is the person. And this other person was like, well, I still kind of want to play the field. And that's fine. That's always fine. But you have to tell the other person, right? You need to be honest. People are not honest about that kind of stuff. And that's why I think they left you hanging, is because they were juggling all these options, trying to figure out what they wanted, trying to figure out which one was the best fit for them, and it was just taking them way longer than it took you. Okay, workplace affair. So I'm gonna say two things about this card. Now, I did a read last week, I think, and this came out, and to me, when I read the cards, when I saw, heard, felt all that I had going on inside, like, it was a workplace affair for me. Okay, like, that's what I was getting. That's what I was feeling, seeing, hearing. I'm just gonna say this. Whenever I see this card, in the back of my mind, I know that there are two options for this card. One is it's a workplace affair. You meet somebody at work, you have an affair, relationship, whatever. It either ends up great or it does not. workplace affair. The second option for workplace affair that is always in the back of my mind whenever I see this card, not just in this deck, because I've seen this type of card in other decks. Sometimes we get into situations with other people, affairs, casual relationships, friends with benefits, lovers, dating, a solid foundation type of relationship, whatever the case, it doesn't matter, a relationship, specifically a sexual relationship with another person, and it turns out to be a lot of work. And I sometimes when I see this card, especially like when I watch other readers' reads, and they'll pull this card and they'll be like, oh, it's a workplace affair. And sometimes I can see it and I can feel it and I agree with them. And sometimes I literally will say out loud to myself, no, that relationship is just a lot of work. It's not a workplace affair. It's just a lot of work. I feel like, and that's what I'm getting with this read. So I feel like when this person left you hanging and either chose another option or decided to keep looking at all the other options, okay? I feel like whoever they got involved with, it was just a lot of work. And when I say it's a lot of work, it could be many different things, okay? It could be that this person is just like, and they might not necessarily find out right away, right? It depends on how long you're seeing someone. But the person could be very difficult, not friendly, demanding, always wants everything their way, expects you to cater to them, expects you to spend money on them when they don't spend anything on you in return. Those type of things make it like somebody that you have to work really hard for. Because you shouldn't have to, like, you shouldn't be the one spending all the money in the relationship. You shouldn't be catering to this person if they're not, you know what I mean? It should be equal give and take. If a relationship just feels like a lot of work, it's really just not a relationship. Let's just be honest. Or technically it is, but it's you in a relationship with yourself because the other person isn't putting in anything. And that's what I'm getting with this. So this person either got involved with one other person or they just had so many options that it was just so much work for them. Okay? With the praying card, I feel like, again, they prayed for you. They wished for you. They probably meditated on it, they probably, they kept the faith, like, oh, like, this is the person I want. Bring me this person. Show me many versions of this person. And I'm just going to be honest, like, if you ask God to send you options in love, they're going to send you options. They're not all going to be great. If you ask God to send you, like, one true person, first of all, it's probably going to take a little time. And second of all, that's what they're going to do. Okay? With the twin flame card, I think this is definitely a twin flame. I'm going to say this. I don't really believe in karmic twin flames. Okay, people are always like, well, maybe this is your karmic twin flame. No, it's either your twin flame or it's not. And usually when I see a relationship that's classified as twin flame and there's nothing but like negativity, it's not your twin flame. Like it should have been. It should have been. But when you add in cheating and lying and things like that, that's no longer your twin flame. I don't believe in that. I don't. People that, you know, like, oh, I was in a twin flame relationship for 15 years and it was so chaotic and up and down and back and forth. No, it's not a twin flame relationship. You were just in a relationship with a dirtbag. Come on, get it together, people. And why would you want to be in a relationship like that for that long? Come on. But I feel like this was supposed to be your twin flame, okay? I feel because this person left you hanging, they were choosing other people. They were disregarding you. I feel like the relationship lost that status. You know, God will look at a situation and make a decision as to whether, like, okay, we're gonna turn this person around to come back to you, and you guys need to heal together and make it work. And, you know, I feel like he does that more like in soulmate connections. But at the same time, like, God would never make you take back a cheater and a liar. Okay? Not the average person, anyway. You always can say no. You can always move on. You don't have to. I feel like this other person doesn't even know what twin flames are, doesn't know what soulmates are, doesn't know what divine beings are. And that's fine. I mean, I think people, like I've said before, I think people put too much stock into that type of stuff. Like when it shows up in the read, like I read it, like that's what it is. But if it's not in the read, I don't just automatically say, oh, you're divine masculine. Oh, you're twin flame. No. If it doesn't show up in there, I don't say it. And I've said before, it really sticks in my craw when people just continuously throw around divine masculine, divine feminine, okay? Divine beings are few and far between. So for you to think that every man or woman that you've ever been with has been divine, look at the relationship. Tell me what that relationship was like, and then tell me that person was divine. Because divine beings are held to a higher standard. They're not cheaters. They're not liars. Can they fall from grace? Of course they can. But again, that would make them not a divine being. Right? Right? Makes sense. Anyway, off of that tangent. This person was living in the moment. They had all these options. They, you know, like a kid in a candy shop, like, ooh, I have all these options. Woohoo! Reckless sex, meaning they had sex with you, they had sex with number 1, number 2, number 4, number 5, number 7, number 9, number 29. Okay? And reckless sex doesn't necessarily need to be like, I'm going to do a clarification too, but it doesn't necessarily need to be like, you know, like threesomes or polyamorous or anything like that. It simply could just mean like they're having unprotected sex. In the year 2024, I would think that people would know better. I'm just going to be honest. And if you're going to have unprotected sex, maybe actually be in a committed relationship where you don't cheat on each other. I'm just saying. So this person, for some of you, you guys might have started out as friends. With the just friends. And then the second card for clarification on reckless sex is the runner. I mean, I feel like in this case, this person was the runner because they left you hanging. They ran from you. They ran to somebody else. They were chasing somebody else, but they were the runner from you. I also feel, because as soon as this card fell out, I feel like there were a few people, a few options that this person had that they simply like went out with, had sex with, and then left them hanging, ran from those situations. The runner. Maybe they felt like the sex wasn't good. Maybe they just thought about that person overall and the date and the sex and was like, yeah, no, I'm moving on. I don't know. But I'm getting that this person did that with a couple of options. Like one date, sex, done. Overall, this person is not a happy person. They're going through a karmic lesson, or they're going to be real soon. I think it was very shocking to this person to realize that when they left you hanging, this was the bottom of the deck. This is the only one of two cards that describes you in this. When they left you hanging, like, you went on with your life. You love yourself. You have self-respect. You're not gonna chase this person or run after this person. That's not what you do. It's not what we do. I don't chase. I've never chased a man or a woman in my life. Not in my whole 44 years have I ever chased a man or a woman. And I will never. Nope. You know why? I mean, yes, I respect myself too much to do that. First of all, for sure. As I would hope you do as well. I don't do that because there's 8 billion, 8 trillion, 8 gazillion, whatever other people on this planet. Why do I need to chase a person that doesn't want me? Don't you want to be with the person that doesn't want to leave your side? That loves you, that loves having sex with you, that loves watching TV with you, that loves going on vacation with you, that loves to go pick out a new dog with you, to pick out a new home. Don't you want to be the person that wants to be with you, that thinks about you, that loves you for who you are? Why would you continue to chase somebody that's chasing someone else? They don't want you. I feel like this person thought that you were going to chase and you didn't chase. Kudos. Kudos. Because a lot of people say they're not going to chase and then they chase. I think, like I said, I think this was shocking to that person. I really think that they thought like you were going to kiss their ass. And I think once they realized, like, let me just say this. Most people that are like this person with all the options, okay? And you might not have been the only one that didn't chase. There might have been a few others that were like, no, I'm not chasing you. Like, if you don't want me, I don't want you. I feel like every person that ever experiences that on their side, when they see you not chasing them, not calling them, not coming over to their place, not, looking into their business online, when they see that you have no interest, that's when they realize, damn, I made a mistake. Because why would you want a codependent person that's always on your ass? Why would you want the person that you could fuck a million other people and that person would be like, well, come back home? Does that person respect that person? No. The person respects the person that walked away. The strong one. Always. Always. And even if they don't say that, even if they choose one of the other options that chase them, because it's easy, even if they chose those easy options, they're still thinking about you. They're always going to think about you. Like, damn, that person, they just walked away and never came back. Damn. It's true. It's true. More often than not, it's true. Because you walked away, you're living your life, you're doing whatever you're doing, and this person is like dumbfounded. Dumbfounded that someone's not going to wait for them, not going to chase them. Dumbfounded that, like, you have that much integrity, that you think that highly of yourself, that you love yourself that much. That's the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. That's the person that this person really wants to spend the rest of their life with. Because think about that. If you love yourself that much, how much could you possibly love that other person? It's limitless. So this person feels like an idiot. Guilt, embarrassed, ashamed. Like they feel stupid. And it really is just about letting a good one go. Seriously. But men and women do that every day. They let the good one go and don't think twice about it until later on when they realize they're with the one that's not the greatest. And let me just say this too. It also is the fact that, you walked away, you're doing your own thing, this person gets with one of the other options. And let's say the other options is just like you. A badass bitch. Self-love. Doesn't chase. They're still going to think about you. They're still going to think about you. Even if they're with a person just like you, they're going to think about you. Because they're always going to wonder. Like, oh, I got a good one. Sure, I did. I got a good one. But they're always going to wonder about the first good one. Just saying. See if this person has anything to say. Or if you have anything to say. I can't tell where the music is coming from if you can hear it. I don't think it's next door. But I could be wrong. I don't see anybody out there either. got can't wait to see you again. Like this person hopes to see you again. I wish I would have treated you better. For real. Bottom of the deck. Hopeless, despair, drowning in sadness. Let's see if this person's coming back or not. That was fast. That was real fast. It's gotta be them next door. And it sounds like Italian music again, not Mexican. Kinda, sorta. Maybe not. I don't know. I like it. I do like it. What was the first one? In the summer? Up in the air? Within a year? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Top of the deck, divine timing. So anytime from summer, which is now, I mean June, it's 80 degrees here, it's summer. True, next summer. Now to next summer. It's up in the air, divine timing. I just heard someone needs to get a raincoat. Yeah, I need to get a raincoat. I don't have a raincoat. You're talking to me. I know you're talking to me. He's laughing. He does that a lot. I think he's only saying that because it's been raining for like 2-3 days. And I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow too. I think. I feel like for a few of you, like this person's not going to come back at all. I feel like for most of you, even if this person reaches out, nothing's gonna come of it. Whether you talk to them or not, I mean, you're not interested. I feel like for a very select few of you, maybe you might entertain the idea of getting back with this person. Maybe. I feel like too, if you guys were friends and then you turned into lovers, I feel like you guys thought you would always go back to at least being friends. And when this person left you hanging, you realized, oh shit, like I'm gonna go back to being friends with someone that treated me like that? No, why would you? With the living in the moment card, I think some of you also, like, you were just friends with this person, and then it was starting to morph into something else. And I feel like you. Okay, that was weird. I feel like you really debated. Some of you really debated about it, and then you just thought, "Oh, what the hell? Like, I'm gonna live in the moment, and I'm gonna turn this friendship into a casual sexual relationship." Okay. And I think when they left you hanging, for some of you, and again, I'm not saying that it wasn't hurtful. Obviously, it is. And obviously, to lose a friend, probably even more so than the lover. But I feel like for some of you, getting to this self love stage was not that difficult. And again, like, just personal experience, I could say the same damn thing. Like, yes, there are things that have really hurt me in the past, but typically when I get into a casual or a friends with benefits type situation, like, I leave my heart at the door. And that's not to say that I don't show a person affection and, you know, just be a nice, good, decent human being when I'm with that person. You know, I do. I do. But that doesn't mean I'm in love with you. That just means I'm a nice person. That just means I'm caring, I'm giving, you know, as I do. To, as I do with pretty much anybody, okay? I kind of feel like this person might be a little bit full of themselves. And not just because they had so many options and they're like, ooh, you know, like, I got a big head kind of thing. Like, so many people like me. So many people want to be with me. No, I think this person typically has a very I don't know how you would say that. I guess just they're just full of themselves, you know? And I think when you left and you were, like I said, some of you were just like, whatever, you know, like, it obviously, like I said, it probably hurt to lose them as a friend, but losing the casual sex, like, it's not like it was the end all be all for you. Because again, I feel like me, some of you know how to leave your heart at the door. When you go in there, that is what it is, and when you come back out here, you are who you really are. You know what I mean? I also feel like this person too, when they realized that they felt like an idiot, that they felt guilt and they were embarrassed and they were ashamed, I feel like this person was praying for you to come back or praying for another chance with you. Sometimes God will block situations like that. Like, especially if you're really just not meant to get back together with this person, the divine will block that, you know? It's not that they won't hear this person's prayer, but they're going to be like, no, we don't think, you know, no. You can stay with your little option over there for a while and see how that goes, see how you like that. This one, this real one, we're going to send them something maybe, you know, a little different. A little better. But I don't want to say better because I don't want to be mean. Alright, guys, that is the reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, it was entertaining. I will probably get back on with a tarot. A tarot. Like I said, I'm going to be working tomorrow for a few hours. I might do an Oracle affirmations in the morning. It just kind of depends on if I'm guided that way. We had a really interesting read this morning with the Urban Crow deck, so I might revisit that tomorrow morning just to see if it's still in the cards, see if it's still in the energy. And then I'll do a tarot and an oracle tomorrow evening. And if I have time, I might post some stuff to the community page as well. I also always post stuff to the community page. I also post it to my business Facebook too. You can always check that out in my link tree if you're interested. If not, that's okay too. Alright guys, I hope you have a good evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.